You're live, it says. Am I live? It keeps messing around. Technology keeps messing around. Anyway, so I got a bit of time and I thought we'd have a chat. That was a bit of an intense reading I just done. A premiere. Did you guys get a notification? Sherry, are you actually working? I didn't know if you was working today. It's buffering. Oh, yeah. It's the devil. My eyesight's all blurry as well. Anyway, I felt like I wanted to come on. Hi, T-Rose. Especially after that, it's more the premiere chat. So, the Eclipse, it's at 4:16 p.m. here in the UK. So 16:16, it's 16:11 now. We've got 5 minutes to go. Yes, I'm working, but took a lunch break. Perfect. Hi, Angie. Anyway, so I thought I'd come on because the energy's quite harsh. I want to say, but not undeservingly harsh. Right now it's 11:11. Okay. It just is what it is. I did do some research into this. That's why I knew what the time of it was. I'm home in quarantine for a while. I've just had the news flash up that more places are going into like a tier 3 lockdown from Wednesday. So it doesn't affect me. None of it really affects me anyway, because I'm kind of like a little hermit. Let me just have a look. I'll give you a little bit about this eclipse that's going to be taking place. So where did I get this from? The Express. New moon, it's a solar eclipse in December 2020. What's the horoscope for the next new moon? I'm not sure if we're going into that. Oh, look what's just come up, the Secret Elves Club. Seriously, look. They're sorry elves. Get Christmas deals and reviews straight to your inbox. Get Christmas deals and reviews straight to your inbox. Where's my coffee? Damn it. Okay. Let me just read this. The eclipse is in progress. Of course it is. Okay. Hey, Angie, I've been quarantined and felt like prison. Yeah. Did it? I've loved it. I haven't, it hasn't frustrated me. It hasn't been really annoying. I just no longer can do the things that I didn't really enjoy doing. I didn't really enjoy doing the food shopping in the supermarket. So just kind of, I just shop local. It's all good. And anyway, T-Rose, he's a mess. I don't know if up to the cleaning. I get that. It's been a long journey, hasn't it? And I do feel that, we do make excuses for the divine masculines and they don't mind taking on these excuses. The song that was coming through, I shared it on the community tab, was Post Malone Circles. So I got up the video and I shared it. I shared it actually before the premiere, just before. And yeah, he couldn't be there even if he tried or something like that. I don't know. But it's kind of like they're waiting for you now. It's like they're waiting to see whether or not you give up on them. I just think it's a bit of a cop out. It would be easier on the divine masculine if the divine feminine turned around and said, I got it all wrong, it didn't mean anything and blah, blah, blah. It kind of lets them off the hook. They can just kind of move on. That looks like my cup a little bit. Sagittarius look. Can you... Can't really see the picture here. There you go. I'll go and get my coffee. Yes, it would be easy, but it's not the truth, is it? That's just denial. That's anyway, let me just get my coffee. Did I not bring it in with me? I must not have done. Anyway, I want to read a little bit about this, but let me, maybe the masculines need secret elves. The elves and the shoemaker, maybe you need some shoes. Hi Jeremy, how you doing? Well, I have symptoms, I'm self-quarantine. Okay, don't talk about symptoms. What are symptoms? I don't even know what the symptoms are. Okay, because once I find out what the symptoms are, they're going to show up, aren't they? And it's not, well, for me personally, you know, I don't know. Anyway. Oh yeah, I had to because I was in like, yeah, I'm not talking about that either. I've released guys, you know, it's you can talk about whatever you want, but I can't put my focus onto that. Not about symptoms. Okay. I release all low vibes that have served their purpose. I wish them well. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Kind of done with it now. I'm doing payroll and the number is 332323. That's fun. That is fun. I said that in my reading, Angie. I said 322. Have you got a 322 in there? No, you've got a 332322. Yeah, 23. Jeez. What if letting go triggers them into action? Well, it might be all part of the process, mightn't it? We don't really know, do we? All we know is that kind of enough's enough, and no one really wants to be the thought. That's why I don't allow it to be your thought anymore. Is that, you know, you don't really want to be, if you know that your divine masculine's uncomfortable being around you, then you might as well just let it go, because that's just not going to work. So if you let the thought go and stop thinking, you know, well, they're sensitive, and so are we, guys. So are we. And we feel uncomfortable around our divine masculines, but at least we face it, or we want to face it. There's a difference. There's a difference in the, it feels like in the evolution of self at the moment. Otherwise, your divine masculine would be showing up, wouldn't he? So they're having to deal with whatever issues they're dealing with. I don't feel that we need to like become hard. I just think it's just an acceptance. It is what it is. You can try all you can to try. Most of you guys have tried to reach out to your counterpart to make them feel comfortable, to make it easier for them. Does it work? Stop going so easy on them. Okay. That's what I just think. Yeah. Where is it getting you? If anything, it's just made it all become easier. Make it easy on yourself. Happy Monday. This energy will shine a light on energy that needs to be released before the great conjunction, yes. And that's why there's a lot of devil energy at the moment, fear, because it wants to get in the way of the union of the counterparts. Of course it does. And it's trying, especially with technology. It didn't allow me to come live first time, and it's been cutting me off through personal readings, just shutting my laptop down, and I'm thinking it's run out of power, and it hasn't. That's all been happening. Lots of technical issues. Um, that's it. And this feeling, you know how it goes, divine feminine. So we can be in this feeling, and you know that you come to, let's say, some clarity about what you're doing, and your own vibration when it comes to this connection. And you know that tomorrow, I feel like this energy is, well, we're in the eclipse. We missed it. It's happened. It's happened. We're on the other side of the eclipse by 3 minutes. Okay. That was an hour ago, because it was 16:19, I believe, when I said 57 minutes. So an hour ago, we were like preparing for this. Anyway. So on the other side of the eclipse, like, you just don't know what energy you'll be waking up in the morning. You could be well and truly head over heels in love again. I'm not saying that you're not in love. That's the whole thing, is you are in love. It's just um, how much of your love does the divine masculine consume? Hmm. Okay. It's about the giving and receiving of the connection. Divine feminines, you can't keep giving and giving and giving and giving. So you need to stop giving at some point and allow yourself to receive. Your heart is pure and true, and the divine obviously knows that. That's all really you need to know. Your heart is pure, divine, and true, and it wants to be. It wants to be a true love. Okay. So it will attract what it wants. Should we pull some cards? Oh, I didn't bring any. Yes, I did bring some tarot cards in. I've kind of picked up all my little cards. So what have I got here? The emotions cards. Oh, I was going to read. Sorry, let's read about the new moon. Secret Elves Club. Secret. The moon, the what, Lucy? The new moon. And the new is in capitals for some reason, chance on this advert. What are we advertising? The new moon in December is in Sagittarius, and it's going to have a powerful effect on everyone. What's the horoscope for the next new moon? On Monday, December the 14th at 4:16 p.m., it is now 4:22. The Sagittarius new moon solar eclipse will be in the sky. While the eclipse won't be seen in the UK, the moon still has an impact on our moods, feelings, and desires, and this new moon will be the perfect end to a horrible year. Let's find out some more between their adverts. New moons occur once a month, and the last new moon in Scorpio was intense. The new moon in Scorpio asked you to step into your own power and live a life of passion and purpose. Then along came the Gemini full moon lunar eclipse to help you to surrender all that's no longer meant for you and expand out into the slightly uncomfortable, guys, unknown, where growth and change and new experiences happen. Oh, pussycat crying. What pussycat is crying? I don't know if it was Jasper. Sounded a bit feminine. Oh, it'll be Lily. I think she's upstairs. Yeah. Can hear Megan going, Lil. Okay. She's calling Megan. So along came Polly. It doesn't say that. Then along came the Gemini full moon. Okay, have we read this part? Let's do it again. Then along came Lily. Then along came the Gemini full moon, lunar eclipse, to help you to surrender all that's no longer meant for you and expand out into the slightly uncomfortable unknown where growth and change and new experiences happen. On Monday, December the 14th, the Sagittarius new moon solar eclipse will bring a powerful point of new creation. This moon position will help you to move into the unknown and follow your dreams. Well, let's hope. There's always hope for our divine masculines, isn't there? Okay. A solar eclipse is when the moon passes between the sun and earth. And when this happens, the moon blocks the light of the sun from reaching the earth, and the moon casts a shadow onto earth. That's what we're feeling right now, guys. I've got goosebumps. It has gone cold. Okay. That's cool. Let's carry on with this then, Sherry, because this might be all that you're needing to hear, darling. I didn't read the whole, I only really kind of looked at the time. So I didn't read the whole article. There has already been one solar eclipse in 2020. That's so common, Lucy, 2020. It used to be a drink I used to get pissed on when I was young, 2020, like strawberry and kiwi. It was like high potent stuff. Got you well wankered like quickly. 2020. How old was I? I remember being with my best friend who was a boy, and we was only young, about 13. No, maybe a bit younger than that. No, oh, it's my sister's 16th birthday party. So I would have been nearly 13. And we was in the back garden, hiding up the top in the bushes, like just bottle of 2020. Listen, everyone's having fun. They didn't really watch us kids. You just learn to be quiet. Be quiet and you don't get disturbed. What are the kids up to? It's a bit like the divine masculines. Just remain quiet and they might forget that we exist. Is that what the divine masculines think, do you think? Do you think? Let's remain quiet and they might forget that we exist. They might forget all about it and leave us alone. I mean, I don't know how the divine masculines feel because they don't really tell you, but they must be waiting. Like, uh, waiting. Well, waiting. I don't know what they're waiting for. They waited to see whether she reaches out or she doesn't reach out. And then it's kind of like they're always looking over their shoulder. That I wouldn't like that energy. Okay. Not around me, just not knowing what the deal is. So I don't know. I think they think the divine feminine's just going to piss off. She might do. Depends what divine has in plan for her. Anyway, let's get back to this because Sherry's got to go. She's got a Zoom call. Zoom. Okay, there's a song, is there, called Zoom? I'm going to Google it after this, seeing as I'm on Google. Zoom. Who's zooming who? Who's zooming who? Who's zooming who? That's what it is. I reckon that song lyric's going to tell us a lot. Who's zooming who? Who the fuck is zooming who? Anyway, let's get back to this, Lucy. Big shadow over us at the moment. I like it. It's feisty. It's strong. It's powerful. It's a knowing. It's definitely the feminines in there knowing. Okay. So when this happens, the moon blocks the light of the sun from reaching the earth, and the moon casts a shadow onto earth. There has already been one solar eclipse in 2020, and this is the second and final of the year. This eclipse happens to be a total solar eclipse, so the sun, moon, and earth will be in a direct line, and it will only be visible from a small area on earth. Yeah, divine masculines, I reckon, just for their vision. The sun and the moon are coming together in Sagittarius, but we won't be able to see it, and it will only last for a few minutes. Okay. Do we say any more about this? I feel like we should read just this part here. The new moon solar eclipse will be a fresh start for us all. She said, who said? The reporter, her name's Kirsty. The sun and moon together in Sagittarius is opening a powerful portal that symbolizes a real new beginning. A real new beginning, divine feminines. And goodness knows we need it after this year. Eclipses are tied to the lunar nodes, and this time it's the south node that is active. So, like, we're on the North Pole with Santa, they're on the South Pole. The aim of the eclipse is to try and move out of our comfort zones in the South Node and move towards our truth. Geez, it actually says that in the North Node. Because Santa Claus is bringing them to town. He has to go to the South Pole to get them. Solar eclipses are like an amplified new moon bringing real new beginnings. But as the South Node is active, this comes with a sense of having to let go first, so that this space can be replaced with the new beginnings that you are seeking. So, Jeremy, it sounds like it kind of answers your question. Let's go back and read Jeremy's first question. What if letting go triggers them into action? What if it does? It's not our concern, is it? We need to be concerned with our own well-being. And yeah. Okay. No longer can we have one foot in the safety of the past and our comfort zone, yet still expect to be able to move forward and expand into the future. You're already through, divine feminines. You're already over there. You've been coming up in the world. What are you holding on to that is no longer your truth, and what isn't serving, working, or expanding you? So, is your divine masculines, let's say, energy? Is that serving you, working you, work it, baby, or expanding you? I believe that they have played their part. You're through, divine feminine, through to the other side. 2020 has changed us all. And what you perhaps thought was true for you and the direction of your life at the start of the year may now be completely different. It's time to be honest about that and what it is that you really want, and equally, what you no longer want to take forwards with you. You don't want to keep going around in circles with your divine masculine. It's a karmic circle. It's a karmic circle, it is. And there's karma that needs to be cleared. Feels like you've cleared it, divine feminine. Sagittarius is a sign which seeks the meaning of life. It's very philosophical. Oh, sorry, it's really philosophical. It's very philosophical and aims to understand as much as possible. That takes me to Heroes. Has any of you guys watched Heroes? See that little flash up there then? Flashed on my screen. The new moon will help you to once more find meaning and faith in life and in yourself. This is a new moon to celebrate yourself for getting through this year and all of its challenges. It's a moon for showing up for yourself and believing in all that you are capable of. With this new moon solar eclipse, you will find that you are being called into something bigger, something higher, something more expansive. It's as though you'll be able to feel the call of your soul. And it's saying to you, come this way. And it's kind of like you can go alone. A lot of the times we're courageous because of others. I think, was I talking about this last night with you, Sherry? About how I can feel very courageous when my children are like standing behind me. But it's kind of like, how courageous do you feel when you're standing alone? And you know you have the capabilities, divine feminine. You don't need anyone behind you encouraging you, spurring you on. It's like, no, you can do this. You have been doing this. And you're a lot further on than what you realise, and you are very most definitely ready. So sometimes we can hold ourselves back, trying to look for things that we still need to change and develop within our own lives. And there's always going to be change, but we are ready. So let's be ready to be ready, because you are ready. With this new moon solar eclipse, you will find that you are being called into something bigger, something higher, something more expansive. It's as though you'll be able to feel the call of your soul. And I feel like through this, one of the biggest lessons that you may learn is that you'll be able to feel the call of your soul. So you'll be able to go in the direction of your soul and not always be called back, like hindered by your divine masculine soul. Okay, keeping you going around in circles, not knowing where you stand. You know exactly where you stand, divine feminine, on the cusp of something miraculous. I love it. So, what would you do if you knew you could not possibly fail? The Sagittarian archer is drawing back his bow and shooting for the stars. The new moon solar eclipse is here to make anything and everything that your heart and soul desires becomes possible. Sounds promising, doesn't it? That's how it ended it. That's it. That was interesting, wasn't it? Oh, it's gone dark now that I've turned that light off. Okay. Something's trying to interfere. It's technology, isn't it? They have no power here. No, they do not. They like to think they do, but they don't. I love my tribe. Oh, shit, what did I just do then? I love my tribe. And then I've highlighted Sherry's comment for some reason. You know when you kind of copy and paste well, you highlight it first, don't you? Before. That's what I've highlighted from Sherry's comment. I've got about 30 minutes. Before is like in a box of blue. Before I have to get back on Zoom. Who's Zooming who? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where's the mobile phone? Let's have back some light. Seasons change and I love when cold. You could see who's here. I said that it's very unlikely that she would show her face. Hey, Tia. She's actually sitting on the table here. Tia. Hey. Hey. Will she come into view? She's the most stunning cat ever. Tia. I can't even like pick her up. You don't want to be on camera. But she's sitting there. You're adorable though. Who's zooming who? She won't really come onto my lap either. She's not really that kind of cat. Although she does, she has been. She's been a has-been. Hey, do you want to come on? She likes like blankets. I'm seeing if I can tempt her. It's the worst thing to do. She wants to come over, she can. See, we try and make it all comforting and welcoming, but you can't force them. What's that noise? Look, I've got a blanket here. It's like you're trying to tempt me. Okay, well, it's there if you would like to come and say hi to the guys. I'm getting up the words for who's zooming who. Who's zooming who? Sherry, have a great Zoom call if I miss you. Who's zooming who lyrics? Did I miss? Right, okay, before I carry on reading, I've got to read this first. Oh boy, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. You walked in on the sly, scoping for love. In the crowd, I caught your eye. You can't hide your stuff. You thought I'd be naive and tame. And in brackets, it says, you met your match. Oh, it goes, you met your match. But I beat you at your own game. Oh, take another look and tell me, baby, who's zooming who? Who's zooming who? Who's zooming who? Now the fish jumped off the hook. Didn't I, baby? Oh. Now the fish jumped off the hook, didn't I, baby? Who's zooming who? Yeah. Take another look and tell me, baby. Who's zooming who? Who's zooming who? Who's zooming who? The fish jumped off the hook, baby. Who's zooming who? Yeah, yeah. Guess you believed the world played by your rules. Here stands an experienced girl. I ain't nobody's fool. Bump you. Bump you, that's what it says. Bump you. You thought you had me covered now, boy. I've got your bait. But you're bound to be my lover. Oh, take another look. Any more lyrics? Yeah, it is. Take another look and tell me, baby, who's zooming who? Who's zooming who? Who's zooming who? Now the fish jumped off the hook, didn't I, baby? Who's zooming who? And then it says who, but as in like H-O-O. It takes me to like near my hometown. There was a place called Who. H-O-O, who. You think you're smooth and you can pick and choose when the time is right. But just look behind, you'll be surprised to find I'm going to make you mine tonight. Oh, yeah. Take another look and tell me, baby, who's zooming who? Now the fish jumped off the hook, didn't I, boy? Who's zooming who? Take another look and tell me, baby, who's zooming who? Didn't I? Didn't I? Didn't I? Oh, yeah. We're taking, okay, we'll carry on because the words change a bit here. Take another look and tell me, baby, who's zooming who? Who's zooming who? You on that bloody Zoom call yet, Sherry? Who's zooming who? Take another look and tell me, baby, who's zooming who? Yeah. Fish in the sea within me. Who's zooming who? Sure, you're all right. Yeah, yeah. Who's zooming who? Take another look. Tell me, boy. Who's zooming who? Oh, oh. You'll remember my name. Who's zooming who? I'm the one who beat you at your own game. Take another look and tell me, sweet thing, who's zooming who? Who's zooming? Who's falling? Who's zooming? Who's falling? Who's zooming who? Oh, oh boy. Who's zooming who? How on earth did we get to this sorry state? Who's zooming who? That was quite interesting. Do you not agree? But it doesn't matter whether you agree with me or not. Okay. Anyone for a 2020? MD 2020. That's the name of it, isn't it? If they don't, that's the name of it, isn't it, T-Rose? The alcohol I'm talking about. I did too. It was so strong. It was fucking strong, wasn't it? The first time I ever got drunk and my cousin was there to help me, I was a mess. Yeah. Oh, that fits with what I am seeing from Jeremy. Moon Cookie. In good spirits, halt with what I have and don't have. I'm optimistic. That's cool. Not sure what Jeremy retracted, but Sherry, I know. T Rose, yes. I know I won't settle for anything less than what I feel with my whole being is real. That's nice. That rhymes as well, Sherry. I won't settle for anything less than what I feel with my whole being. Oh, I fucked that up a bit, didn't I? I won't settle for anything less than what I feel with my whole being is real. Moon Cookie, whatever is to come is coming. I've made my peace. His favourite David Bowie song, Heroes. Okay, so it is. My cousin was on that show. What show? What show was I talking about? Okay, Sherry's retracted Saint Jeremy. They've retracted. They? Are you a they now, Jeremy? That song is pretty cool. Pretty cool. 10 minutes. Cool. Alcohol. Yeah. Had my days. Oh my goodness. I used to love drinking. I used to go out every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. That's what I'd work for in my teenage years. Well, late teens. You work for your drinking money, your clubbing money. Before the days of responsibilities. Okay. Let's pull some cards. Oh, this is nice, isn't it? Anyone for a cup of love? Am I a they? I don't know it come out like that. I'm a DF in a man's body. Well, yes, we are a they, aren't we? Unconditional love. Hi, Tia Luna. How is that eclipse affecting you, sweetie? He played West that dates. He played West that dates the cheerleader. Who did? Who? He's nice. West is nice. Who do you know West? My cousin. That's your cousin? Oh, he's a little hottie. I think. If I'm thinking of the right one. West. Well, there's two of them. Is he the flying boy? Or is he the first boy that dated the cheer? No, because she didn't date him. West. He could fly. Flying man! It's not Nathan. Nathan Petrelli. Is that who you're talking about? The flying boy. Is that your cousin? Oh, he's cute. Well, the other one was cute as well. They're kind of cute on that show. Peter Petrelli. Peter Petrelli. Yeah, it's like a slanted mouth, but it's kind of like something that's quite nice and attractive about that. I'm not over keen on the political Nathan. We won't talk about Sila. Jeez. Oh, he is nice too. Oh, how lovely. Okay, Divine Feminine, you're on the floor and you're in the world. So I think that we don't really need to talk about you. You're on the floor, but you're in the world. But I didn't feel like it was a negative, like you've been thrown to the floor. I just feel like, I feel like you're on level ground. Okay. You're in the world here. You're twiddling your rhythm sticks. Hit me with your rhythm stick. Hit me. Someone's going to hit the Divine Masculine. Divine's giving her a right kick up the ass. Ass. Oh. Little fuckers. That's what they are. Divine Masculine's little fuckers. And they know it. I mean, rather stubborn, aren't they? Rather a stubborn sort. that's been sent to us. They need to go and pay a visit to the sorting hat. Tell them what house they're going to be put in. Gryffindor! Judgment, see? It's the sorting hat ceremony. You get to choose what house you're in as well, don't you? Don't forget that. So whatever that hat tells you, the sorting hat. Should we read the sorting hat song? There is, I haven't got the book down here, but I can easily find it. But you can get to choose. So the sorting hat will tell you where you're best placed. But you do have free will. Sorting hat song. Let's do it. Well, why not? We're just twiddling our thumbs here, aren't we? 1991. Sorting hat song. Is this the right song? The 1991 1991, it's just 19 with 19. The mirror of it. Sorting hat song. What's card number 19? 17, 18, 19. It's a sun card, isn't it? 17's the star. 19's the moon. And then we have the sun. Okay, let's read this. I believe it is the right song. Oh, you may not think I'm pretty, but don't judge on what you see. I'll eat myself if you can find a smarter hat than me. You can keep your bowlers black, your top hats sleek and tall, for I'm the Hogwarts sorting hat, and I can cap them all. There's nothing hidden in your head the sorting hat can't see. It's a bit like the Divine Feminine. Are you the sorting hat, Divine Feminine? You're sorting through some things now, aren't you? I mean, yeah. You don't interfere, do you? If like the person that you've popped the magician's hat on says, well, actually, no, I don't want to be. I want to go somewhere else. You're like, okay. There's nothing hidden in your head the sorting hat can't see. So try me on and I will tell you where you ought to be. You might belong in Gryffindor, where dwell the brave at heart. Their daring nerve and chivalry set Gryffindors apart. You might belong in Hufflepuff, where they are just and loyal. Those patient Hufflepuffs are true and unafraid of toil. Or yet in wise old Ravenclaw, if you've a ready mind, where those of wit and learning will always find their kind. Or perhaps in Slytherin, you'll make your real friends. Those cunning folks use any means to achieve their ends. So put me on, don't be afraid, and don't get in a flap. You're in safe hands, though I have none, for I'm the thinking cap. Ponder on that one then, can't we? Yep. See you later, Sherry, darling. Happy new moon. If my student ghosts me, I'll be back. Wow, you won't be offended, will you? Quite used to that ghosting stuff. Not so bothered anymore, are you guys? It's kind of like when you feel that you've been hurt by, the person that you least wanted to hurt you. It's like that's the biggest lesson. That's how far you've come. It just doesn't hurt as much anymore, does it? But that's their judgment to face. You're here, Divine Feminine. You're okay. Protected. See? I feel like you're in the sorting hat. Decisions. Okay, well, we have the Ace of Cups and the Judgment card. The Ace of Cups with the Judgment card, Ace being the 1 and the Judgment being 20, so the 21st. Still looking at. Can't actually see how many people are on because if I put my head in the way, 13 of us. Hello, unlucky for some, but not for us. Unlucky for the sons. Feminines, you're doing really well. I feel like you're not here to be messed around anymore. So no more nonsense. You're tapped into all your senses now, especially your sixth sense. So we have the divine masculine here. And this is what he's looking at. Gryffindor. I feel like the trumpets, it's kind of like the divine feminines being very truthful now and actually being very forthcoming in their truth. And it's being directed to the divine masculine. I'm not sure. It's the one thing that they want to hide from. It was going to come out at some point. It's like it makes them feel cold. Here's the resurrection here. It's like they're holding their head up, asking for what? Grace? No more speaking from you guys. The bottom of the deck. Let's have a look at some of these emotions. You've got the feeling emotions deeper than I ever dreamed of. Going towards Two of Cups or in the void, or who knows where the divine masculine's going, because you can't really see, can you? Where's he off to? Who knows? God knows where he's off to, so leave it with God. Because again, it's the card of the void. Let's have a look at the divine masculine's emotions. Seeing as they like us delving into their inner depths. Like the divine masculine should really be seeking insecurity until they become stable. So let's have a look at how they're feeling. Well, I just saw that they're chilling. Are they chilling? Emily wrote on the back of this payday with a love heart. They're chilling. Okay. Still, you can't really see the full image, but it does look like they're chilling. So they could be coming towards a Two of Cups. They could be connecting with music. They could be very chilled out. You don't know, do you, divine feminine? You don't really know too much, apart from what you think you know. And it feels like you're even questioning that. So it's like too many thoughts are being directed on what's the divine masculine doing. He's chilling. So is he actually bothered about this? Seeing as I feel like he's got a doctor's jacket on, I feel like he's healed. That card wanted to go over onto the King of Wands. He's bored. Well, so's the divine feminine. Do you know, one thing my mum used to say to me, so I didn't really say this as a child, and I don't really get to this point, maybe because of this. But if I was ever to say to my mum, I'm bored, she'd go to me, the only thing boring around here is you. Seriously. I'm bored. No, the only thing boring around here is you. So, I remember her saying that to me. I'm bored. So, there's no reason to be bored, is there? No. Surprised. And what are we meant to do with this surprised energy? Where's the surprise? Exhausted. Surprised at how exhausting this journey is. Yeah, very exhausting. So you get to the point where you just don't, I don't want to say you don't care anymore. You just don't allow it to bother you because it's so exhausting. I did see you get down, Tia. I've kind of put the divine feminine in your spot where you were sitting. You just come back down again. Hey. She's over there. It's like she could. Tia. I know, she's looking around for something. What are you sniffing around for? Hey. It's like she's on an obstacle course. Okay. Exhausted. Let's have a look at the Channel of Love card. Ooh, it's in reverse. Hey, Jasper. Are you coming to say hi? What's this? The awakening of the student. So if that's in reverse, what does that mean? Does anyone want to tell me what they think that means? Does that mean he's not waking up? Or does that mean he is awake? Because today's reading was kind of coming up that he's not really an apprentice anymore. He can be like the sorcerer. Jasper's going to lay on the footstool. I do not know what the cat is doing. What's she got over there? Do you want to come here? It's okay. Do you want the blanket on my lap? We can do that. My goodness. You're going to sit down? But it's up to you. You can either sit on my lap or there. Okay, hold on, because there's another blanket. So, see, look how accommodating I am. He bit me earlier. He bloody bit me. But in comparison to the amount of love and comfort he gives me, it's okay. All is forgiven. Right, Jasper, what way are you going? I'm covered up, thank you. I was getting a bit nippy. It's a shadow of that eclipse. Hi, Aaron. The awakening of the student. But it was in reverse, so do you think that they're awake? It's card number 12, so I'm seeing like that 1221. Little Miss Needy, Queen of Cups. I don't really like the energy from this because it's like kind of, I don't believe the Divine Feminine wants to come across as being like desperate and needy. It's almost needy, but I do feel like the Divine Masculine kind of knows that, you know, you do need him and want him. But as in calling the Divine Feminine Little Miss Needy, you're going to be in knee deep if you call the Divine Feminine needy. That's not going to go down too well. Where's he going? Why are you sitting up there? What's wrong with these pussycats? Why are you sitting up there with the... Where are you going? Jeez, it's like he's taken a long jump onto his chair over there. Seriously, Jasper? There was easier way just for Tia as well. They're very irritated for some reason. Cautious maybe is the word. I'm not sure. Sex on legs. If you leave me now, you'll take away the biggest part of me. That's a masculine singing. Ooh, ooh, no, baby, please don't go. Ooh, no, I just want you to stay. The love like cares. Something about being hard to find. How could you let it slip away? Hidden secrets. But yeah, we know. Because it's not out in the open, is it? So, there's the moon. I just noticed it's the moon, isn't it? What's underneath? Oh, it's the strength, courage of both of you, I feel. I feel like Divine Feminine, you are inspiring the Divine Masculine to be courageous, to stand up for himself and do things off his own back rather than feeling pressurised. Where was we going with that? The moon. with the moon card. So this eclipse could reveal some secrets. She's playing football. I thought you were playing football. What is it that you've got there? It's like a little piece of paper. She's off. She's light on her toes, that one. She's playing football. You was playing football the other day, Jasper, with Megan and Jamie. He was sitting on this table and they were throwing like a rolled up crisp packet and he was whacking it and headering it. It's like, had a spurt of energy, didn't you? Tia, she was very amusing when she was a kitten. We used to stand at, it wasn't in this house, it was in our last family home. We'd stand at the bottom of the stairs and we'd throw like this rolled up crisp packet up the stairs and Tia would run up, get it, pick it up with her mouth, come back and drop it by your foot. She'd do it with sticks as well. So it's like, fetch. She's a cat. She's a cat, but she so wants to play. Get yourself a bauble off of the tree. I can get you one if you want one. Look, how about this little one here? How about this one? This one looks like a disco ball. You want to play? Oh, look, she's looking up in the sky. Let's give her this. Tia. Yeah, what's this? Oh my goodness, she's trying to get into like a box. Like lifting the lid off. Oh my goodness, she's strong. What's in that box? That box is empty. Tia. Let's see if that works. No, she's not interested in that. Oh, she is. Oh, that was a nice, gentle little dribble. All right, let's leave her. I've got some root chakra affirmations. I don't know what's going on. Oh, this one's blank. Oh, no, she likes it. Oh, no, she's kicking it. She's kind of got it in her belly and she's kicking it with her hind legs. Oh. Lucy, stop watching the pussycat. I nurture my body with healthy food, clean water, exercise, relaxation, and connection with nature. This is really nice. And this really does feel like it's the Divine Masculine's energy. So it does look like he's looking after himself. Little Miss Needy. I feel like he is taking care of his own needs. I nurture my body with healthy food, clean water, exercise, relaxation, and connection with nature. You look like a frog laying down like that. Oh my goodness. I know, she's going a bit crazy. Oh, I've just hooked myself. That's what she's hooked on the carpet. You'll have to go the other way to unhook yourself. It's like that. Talking about that fish. Off of the hook. She set herself free. Set me free, why don't you, babe? She's banging the football. It's not football. It's a bauble. It's a Christmas bauble against the doors over there, the glass doors. Is that fun? Oh, she's disappeared. Oh, where's this car got? No, she hasn't. She's hiding behind furniture. I stand for my values, for truth and for justice. Good for you then. Feel like someone's trying to prove a point. There's no one to prove a point to. So I feel like the masculines, there's two blank. I don't know whether or not they're trying to impress you, Divine Feminine, because maybe their past behaviour hasn't really been impressing, has it? It has impressed a lot upon your own soul. It's been a massive catalyst, but this blankness, it's just like... And I feel like the Divine Masculine is trying to prove something. I nurture my body with healthy food, clean water, exercise, relaxation and connection with nature. I just kind of want to say good for you. I stand for my values, for truth and for justice. Good to hear. But there's still this blank vacant energy. So it's kind of like it's okay hearing about it or being told it, whether that's, via spiritual ways. But it's like, okay, that is good. It's good to hear. Good to hear. But it's kind of like, it's good to know. But then I trust in the goodness of life. I feel that's the underlying energy. The divine masculine maybe just doesn't fully trust in the goodness of this life and what it can provide. He's going to exhaust himself out. Let's go to some random cards. You guys are extremely quiet on there. How many have we got now? 11? Legs 11. Right then. What is with these cards keep falling on the floor? Okay, we'll have a look. Okay, well the sun's in reverse, and I picked up about that. Divine masculine in reverse. Could be going backwards here. Maybe he needs to retrace his steps to see. The divine masculines can come across as being kind of quite simple, like simpletons. It's like, what did I do? So it's like you have to point out divine feminines to the divine masculine what he's done, then he's not awoken. We know exactly what we've done that was in error and from not knowing. And our aim is not to repeat those errors. So it's kind of like acting a bit simple, divine masculine acting a bit simple. Because he wants a simple life. So what has he done? But then he can't even bear to hear if the divine feminine wants to tell him what he's done or what she feels is has been the what do we call it? Mismatch wants to come up. Anyway, we've got greed. Again, they fell on the floor. There's a little bundle here. Greed, tease me please, envy, and I'm sorry. I don't really know what to make of that. I feel like the divine masculine was greedy. Tease me please. Greedy, I want to say, when it comes to actually taking your reserves of love, divine feminine. It wasn't even like you was in this state of unconditional love, like at that point anyway. So you were giving way too much to the divine masculine. It's like he just needed to say please, and you would just like say, well, it's like saying jump. You're like, how high? Then we have envy. I actually feel the divine masculine is very envious of you, divine feminine, for getting through this. How you've come through it. And he's sorry. Bottom of the deck. Reach out. Well, that's gone to the floor because I don't feel as if the divine feminine is going to reach out. That's what I felt. It was like, are you seriously through tarot cards? I'm sorry. This is what's going on. Reach out. And it's just like, oh, not on your Nelly. An elephant never forgets. Not on your Nelly. So reach out. That went to the floor, and it's just like destiny. You have to reach out for your destiny, divine masculine. The divine feminine, she's on her way to hers. She's on the path of destiny. Destiny. I feel like he might be. He's quite desperate, even a little bit small. Stand up then. That's what I have to say about that. You guys still not speaking. Just letting me do all the speaking. I'm sorry. So sorry. How long have we been on for? Oh, 59, 55. Okay. Jasper, you come over to cover me up and then you left me. You're teasing me with your love, making me think that you can. These are the only cards I've got here. Let's pull some more random cards and I'm going to get off soon. In reverse, on the table. Oh, okay. He was greedy. I feel like the word selfish. He was selfish. I haven't got that in the emotion cards. Are you feeling selfish? Do you feel selfish or do you realise that you've been selfish? Greed in reverse. That's good. Oh, she so wants to come up. It's gone to the floor. She so wants to come up for a cuddle, the little one. Tia. I don't think there's any footballs behind there. Yeah, there's one out there. Seriously. She's looking for a football. Father. I feel like someone may have been acting like their father. So following who maybe they consider to be their role model. Oh, what's this one? Oh, this is somebody that the divine masculine cherished, but maybe they're seeing a little bit of a different, there's a different spin on things. Greed in reverse, father, upright, cherish. I feel like maybe the divine masculine's dad cherished maybe money, or that's about learning. Well, only the divine masculine know, due to his childhood trauma, whether or not his parents were supportive or what they focused on and what their priorities were. And I just feel like this divine masculine, it's like a changing the mold, breaking the mold, and not doing things that way. Conflict. So this is bringing conflict into the divine masculine's life. There's an obsession. This could have been a very grained in belief system that was grained into the divine masculine when it comes to, well, whatever the issue is. Ooh, a bit jumpy. Treat. Conflict, obsession, treat. I feel like this could be maybe based on the principles that you take care of your family before your own needs. And the kids, yeah. You put the children first. So there's conflict with an obsession regarding, is it about wanting to treat the children fairly? Let's find out one more. A movie in reverse. Okay, this is about the lifestyle. This is about the image. What kind of movie are you projecting? Because it may not be what the divine masculine, he might be like kind of halfway through this movie that he's projecting in his life, and it might be just time to turn off the movie. I don't know, it depends if it's a horror story. It's like he might be wanting actually a love story. So I feel like because the movie's in reverse. You are my sunshine. That's wanting a happy life. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. My firstborn, Megan, I used to sing that to her all the time when she was a baby. So you never know, Meg, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Sounds a bit needy, doesn't it? That song. All together now. You are my sunshine. Feels very much like what we are all wanting. That's just to be happy, and our children to be happy. And okay, where do we go from here? Let's have a look at the Channel of Love cards. We'll give it 10 more minutes. It's like it's been an hour, nearly, in 1 minute, since the eclipse. It'll pass soon, Jasper. You look very irritated over there, flicking away. Tradition. There's definitely something here about old belief systems, traditional values. I feel like I might get a Rumi message. I might get up and get a Rumi message. So the tradition is the Hierophant. That's about, well, it's like the father guiding. And then if you're not careful, it depends on the belief, then, you know, you will then be the same with your children. Well, what's this car gone on? And they will then go on to follow suit. So it's definitely about breaking the mold. Mr. Dependable. Your dependability. Mrs. Do as you are told. This comes in with the energy of Little Miss Needy. So there's definitely a controlling aspect over the divine masculine here, regarding definitely about the type of father he is and what makes him a father, and what attributes that. So, Mrs. Encouragement. He's the divine masculine's paired with the wrong person. Queen of Swords with the King of Pentacles. So that's a feminine who will tell the masculine what to do, how dependable he is. It's like she can build you up, but then she can knock you down just as quickly. Mrs. Do as you are told, Mr. Dependable. This feels like a really strong energy that the divine masculine wants to live up to. Mrs. Encouragement is actually the correct counterpart for Mr. Dependable, King and Queen of Pentacles. That's about the earthly realm, what you achieve together by encouraging each other. The feminine encourages the masculine becomes dependable. Some quick tarot. There's the Lovers. So it's definitely a decision. There's two women on this table in this scenario, in this scene. Mrs. Do as you are told feels very much like the divine masculine here actually fears upsetting the karmic energy more than what he fears upsetting the divine feminine. So as he's kind of like pleasing the karmic energy, in return, it's kind of, he's upsetting the person that he doesn't want to upset. This Queen of Swords, well, she will be upset with the divine masculine. She's a karmic energy, so that's dependent on her mood. But it's definitely affected the divine masculine's mood. This is a choice, needs to be made from the heart. It's the Lovers. It's like, who do you love? It's not about who finds you the most dependable, although that is important, but it's like, who do you love, divine masculine? It's covered over the masculine's face. It's like the divine feminine's being offered unconditional love from the universe regardless, but it is a choice, divine masculine, that seems to be needing to be made regarding you. What is it that you want? The divine feminine, she will receive this unconditional love regardless. So she's going to carry on regardless. But this is about you. Oh, belly's rumbling. Because that is the ultimate happiness. That's and it's being offered to you. The Star. That's your hopes, your dreams, your inspirations, your aspirations. What are you aspiring to be, divine masculine? A good father, a good role model, a good lover. I'm going to get a Rumi card. Hi, Marco. Many people feel unaware of any guidance. Unable to discern or understand the signals of God, not because the signals are not given, but because the mind is so troubled. We all go through that, Marco. That's programming. None of us are excused from that. But as you go on and as you stick to the ascension journey, it all becomes apparent. It's a natural process. Most people are frustrated because, well, you've just kind of stated it there. None of us are aware of the guidance, hence why the channel and opening you all up to it. It's up to you whether or not you have faith and belief and trust. We've all been through this. It just depends what kind of karma you come to clear this lifetime. And that's what's different between us. Unable to discern or understand the signals of God, not because the signals are not given, but because the mind is too troubled. I can't escape the signals now. If I stop doing tarot, that doesn't mean the sign synchronizations wouldn't come in, because I'm aware now. And we should be sharing the awareness. But that kind of comes down to the fact that the Divine Masculine, does he actually want to be aware? Once he's aware, it kind of troubles you even more, because you're like, I can't see the signs. I don't know what you mean, guide myself. What do you mean I have all the answers with him? Well, I mean exactly that. And then there's the work to get to there. And it's not easy. This journey is heartbreaking. It will rip everything that you love away from you. And you have to rebuild yourself. Okay. If that doesn't occur, and I doubt it very much if you're on a spiritual ascension journey yet, this lifetime, there always has to be the contrast. I'm going to get a Rumi card and then I'm going to get off. And it was 11221, just then. 1221. I feel that's why it's so important that at the moment we stick with kind of the energies every day. We'll learn something new every day, which is awesome. And we can then be prepared, ready to be ready for the unexpected, because you just don't know how the signs, how the messages, how it's going to come in. But you need to be aware that it is, and the signs are all there. If anything, the signs and synchronizations are like heightened tenfold. And I think that's the frustrating thing. You're having all the signs, the synchronizations, you're getting the messages, and then it's just like, yeah, we know this. You know, we've heard this. Rumi. And then I'm going. Okay. It's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. It's 11:22 where you are, Jeremy. I want to kind of say the best thing is just to live in this state of curiosity. Just be curious of it all. And there's the card. Layla. I've said quite a few feminine names, I feel, whilst reading out articles. Layla, what card number are you? 34. Okay, let's wrap up with this, because I'm not going to say I need to visit the little girl's room. I'm not a little girl. I need to visit the big divine feminine's room. The courage of your love. How are we on 38? 34, please. Let's read what this message is, and I'm getting off. If if I can settle my pussycats a little bit. Put aside your clever schemes, O lover, be mindless and become mad. Dive into the heart of the flame, become fearless and be like a moth. Turn away from the self and tear down the house. Then come and dwell in the house of love. Be a lover, live with lovers. Clean your chest from all hostility, wash it 7 times, then fill it with the wine of love. Be a chalice for love, be a chalice. You have the chalice. You must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. You must be. Divine masculine, you must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. When going to the gathering of drunks, be a drunk, become drunk. Your thought takes a course, dragging you in its wake. Move beyond thought. Let your heart lead, be the leader. We're following the leader, the leader, the leader. Following the leader. Most people can't even lead themselves, let alone any others. Wherever he may go. Dee-dum, dee-dee. Is this the divine feminines behind the divine masculine? We're following the lead. Where's he leading you at the moment? You be your own leader. He can follow you for a bit if he wants, or he can step up and be the leader. But what did it say here? You must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. So when going to the gatherings of drunks, be a drunk, become drunk in love. Oh, your thought takes a course, dragging you in its wake. Move beyond thought. Let your heart lead, be the leader. When the grace of love is revealed, be a mirror to reflect it. When the beloved's hair is loosened, brush it like a comb. Be a comb. How I long for my thoughts to no longer make any sense to me. Then I can be rid of them, like noisy house guests who have overstayed their welcome. Oh, the peace when they finally go. Their incessant chatter brings me no comfort. I crave the silence of you. Will you let me hear it? Will you run through the noisy house of my mind with your great muddy feet, so that I can focus on something other than my mind for a while? Maybe you can make such a mess that I shall give up my plans and attempts at order completely. Just give in for a change. It's time for that. To give up my ridiculous fantasies of perfection, useless, noisy, irritating, demanding, and yet deafening perfection. I'd rather just be alive. I want to plant my head in the earth, in the same mud that sticks to your feet, and breathe in her rich soil smell. I want to feel her heart beating in the quiet movements of the roots of the planet as they stretch and grab and stop my ears with her fertile dirt. Finally, gaining peace from the constant infernal racket of thoughts no longer wanted. I swear the cat's just about to climb up the bloody curtains. I can see her on the other side. There's like a window seat there and she's obviously on it, but I can see it's the curtain like blowing out. Well, I hope it's her behind her, otherwise someone's sitting in the shadows. Jeez, man. Tia. Upstairs again. Okay. Oh, beloved, how you are to be envied. You are being given the gift of no self, no noise, and no sense. The great beloved truly wants you to be closer than ever to the wild, universal heart. In that field of love, every electronic device goes haywire, doesn't it just? Okay, it's good to know. Oh, beloved, how you are to be envied. You are being given the gift of no self, no noise, no sense. The great beloved truly wants you to be closer than ever to the wild, universal heart. In that field of love, every electronic device goes haywire, systems collapse, worlds collide, and great stars are born from the chaos. It's the underlying energy. Oh, we've got temperance underneath. It's the 14th today. all being balanced out. Oh, and then we have the Hermit. Okay, that's enough. That's like 3 major arcanas in one. Ah, come on, let me pick them up. It's kind of a completely pointless exercise that was. I did see my phone flash though, so I don't know what that's about. Let's talk about these electronic devices that are going haywire. Systems collapse, worlds fall apart, and great stars are born from the chaos. But the real you will sense none of this. You'll be staring at your beloved, so intoxicated by love, your tongue will loll out of your mouth, and you'll drool like a bloodhound, and you won't care a hoot, neither will the great beloved. Such will the passion of your reunion be, that the only thing to matter will be the one great love exploding inside your being. So who cares if you have no idea what day it is? What was your job supposed to be again? Or how to make conversation, let alone intelligent conversation, at the dinner table? Ah, well, you shall not be yourself anymore. You shall not be so appropriate or sociable. Who understands crazy words that fall out of your mouth, unchecked by logic or rationality? I do. I know the beloved too. I am under the same loving spell. I, like you, have no I anymore. I, like you, am so crazy with love that I care not for things making sense anymore. I, like you, long for my night of love with the great beloved that ends me forever and renders me only and ever the lover of the great beloved. I call that night forward from my new crazed heart, as do you, that Laylat al-Quad, the night of destiny. Let us run together and pound on the bedroom door of the great beloved. There is no shame. There is nothing else worth hiding. Hiding doesn't say that. There is no shame. There is nothing else worth holding onto. Let us go now and throw ourselves upon the goodwill of the Creator. Our hair shall be messy and mingle with the curving galaxy, and the planets shall grow rings around them, becoming the many eyes of the great beloved, delightfully bearing witness to our loving, passionate surrender. This oracle brings you a message. You are moving through a period of not knowing, of time in the great void or the womb of the Divine Mother. It is in this place the seed can crack open and take root. This cannot happen in the light, where all is seen and recognised. It must happen under the cover of darkness, where only trust can assure one of success. This is the way of nature, the way of life, and it must be honoured. This oracle brings you ancient wisdom. It guides you not to fear the darkness, but to enter into it willingly. It is not for you to become lost, but to find your way. This oracle is saying that in the darkness there is the path, the Taraquat. Do not turn away from it, let it be. Be with the lack of knowing. When people ask of you so many questions and demand sensible answers to support their notion of reality, do not bow to such unworthiness and fear. Know that their minds may be fearful for your safety and their own, lest your divine numbness, your divine madness be courageous. It doesn't even. I'm really making up the words now. It's quite comical because I'm not sure who's speaking with this bit, but do not turn away from it, let it be. Be with the lack of knowing. When people ask of you so many questions and demand sensible answers to support their notion of reality, do not bow to such unworthiness and fear. Know that their minds may be fearful for your safety and their own, lest your divine madness be contagious, but that their fear is nothing to you, nothing at all. It is not even anything to them, but they just don't know that yet. Under the sacred black cloak of night, the Divine Mother, the Goddess, she who transfigures from darkness into the light, has invited you into her chamber. In that place you shall experience annihilation. but only that of which is untrue, that of which would hold you back, dampen your spirit, or prevent you from bursting into full aliveness. For that which is true, for that which is true is already seeded deep in her womb, and is preparing to be born, strong and with good, powerful legs. So when it is time, it will leap like a wild creature, all instinct and intuition, into the morning light. For this moment, however, there is darkness. Shadow, guys, the darkness of the eclipse. And that is essential for the appearance, so imminent, beloved, of the light on its way. This oracle brings you guidance. If you find yourself to be sad, to be grieving, whether you know for what or not, or even depressed or struggling, feeling as though you are being pulled down, do not fight. Bear witness instead. Allow what is taking place to take place. Allow what is happening to happen. You shall find a joy in allowing the interplay of darkness and the light to take place according to a greater unfolding rhythm of your own divine growth process. Let's end with this sacred honouring ritual, guys. Sit in a dark and quiet place if possible. Say aloud, I honour the darkness that serves the all-loving light. Through the grace of Rumi and the Divine Mother, I am blessed with growth of my soul into life. Even within the darkest of dark places, the Divine Beloved dwells with unfailing generosity and compassion. In my surrender, I am held, and in my darkness, the seed of new life takes root. So be it. Rest for as long as feels good, and you have completed your honouring ritual. Next card is the Lover and the Beloved. When you move beyond consciousness, you caress the Beloved. When you move into the unknown, beyond everything, the Beloved caresses you. I'm done. That's it, guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you all have a splendid Monday, and I will catch up with you soon because we've been on for 1 hour, 27 minutes, 44 seconds. Okay, have a nice evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.